Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today it's a super chilly morning. It's about only a couple of degrees out here with Jono. We're out on his boat, about to do a bit of a dive mission. We're going to have a look around here, trying to get Jono a really solid snapper. We might also have a look around for some crays, but yeah, just going to see what's out there. See you guys soon. What's going on guys, welcome back to another video. On this trip I'm exploring some new territory with Jono. It was really cold. It was early July. We had just had some southerlies for about a week and the temperature was only a couple of degrees. Luckily though, when we got in the water we had awesome viz. Here's the first fish of the day. It was a butterfish. Unfortunately though, it's super rusty and I missed that shot. There were plenty of fish hanging around here though, so I had a chance at redemption not long after that. This time I was a bit more patient with the shot and I waited till I had a good angle on it. And I managed to hit it, but the shaft must have only just gone in because it got off in the end. So that was 0 to Greg, 2 to the fish. After seeing those butterfish, I found this patch of kinner and quickly started burling them up. What I was going to do is have a look around in the shallow, see if I could find some crayfish, and then come back to this in about 15-20 minutes and see if there are any good fish on it. Fortunately though, I did come back in about 15 minutes and there wasn't really much going on, just those same sort of reef species of fish. No snapper or any other eating species, so moved down the this little stretch of weed line a bit further and got onto some more butterfish. There were quite a few down here, and I lined up this one and finally got one on the spear, so really stoked about that. I love butterfish, so it's always good getting a few of these guys in the bag. One thing I really like about butterfish is the colour, really beautiful looking fish. This probably isn't the best example, but along the sides of their face they have these markings and they go electric blue, just really stunning. Shortly after getting those butterfish we actually found some Paua, which was an awesome sight to see. Not often I run across Paua in the North Island, so it's only the second time actually I've seen them in the North Island, so really good to find these. Quite a few of them were sort of just under legal size, but Jono managed to get the first legal ones for the day, and not long after that we found some more of them which were sort of just over legal, half a centimetre to a centimetre over legal, so that was really awesome. Hadn't had Paua in so long, so it was really great to get a few of these in the bag in addition to those butterfish. This was the biggest Paua I found on the day. I think this one was probably, I don't know, a centimetre and a half over legal. Much bigger than the ones I got before, that's why I knew I could use my knife to get it off. Kept moving down the coastline in search of eating fish, really on the hunt for a good snapper that day, so I was looking over these sorts of ledges, but most of the ledges were pretty dead. We didn't see any snapper, well I didn't see any snapper at all for a long time, until I caught up with Jono, who had just smacked a beautiful eating size snapper. This was a PB for him on the gun, so he was over the moon about it.
Awesome, that's a good snap, bro. Congrats, man. Shit, that must be pushing PB. That's high 40s. Woo, yeah boy. Good stuff.
There were some ledges and deep boulders out from this bay where we were diving. So I was having a look around down here for some crayfish, and just here I'm getting towards the end of my breath hold and I was coming back up, and as I did this big school of kingfish rolled past and it was so unexpected, so instantly I started grunting. And keep in mind I'm almost at the end of my breath hold here, so I was doing everything I could to just stay down there and stay relaxed. Kept grunting, and to my surprise they turned around and came back through, the whole school of them. So I lined up this kingfish and I thought I had a good shot on it, and just missed. I was so gutted. I knew it was going to be a long shot, but I thought I might have had a chance of getting that one. The shot looked good. I think I just didn't have the range in that shot. So yeah, you win some, you lose some. Anyway, we moved spots after that and stopped off at the spot which I thought could hold some crayfish. There were about 3 or 4 cray pots around it, and actually the commercial boat was still sitting there watching the pots. And yeah, first dive, got in, saw that little guy, and so it was looking good. Second dive in, saw this guy here, so already I knew there were going to be a few crayfish around. It's just a matter of weeding through these smaller ones and trying to get onto something of sort of legal size. After grabbing those first couple of crays, I was moving down and I saw another one, and I could only see this one's feelers, so I wasn't really sure how big it was going to be. It's just under those rocks there on the left, might be a bit hard to see, but went back up, knew where he was, and got a breath and went back down. You can just see his feelers there, and I was sort of thinking in my head how I was going to get it, so went in, lunged, felt him push back into the hole, so I went around the other side, couldn't see him, and was getting towards the end of my breath, so I went back up, came back down, and just to see if he was still there, I poked my head right in and could just see his antenna. So I reached in and I felt that he was stuck in there, so I got my hands onto his horns, and I was just really lucky. He didn't really have anywhere to go in there, so I kept wiggling around, and sure enough, after wiggling him for a wee bit, managed to rip him out. This is what I love about targeting crayfish. Even with your hands on their horns, there's no guarantee you've got them until you've ripped them out of their hole.
It is. There it is, guys. First red for the day. Beauty. Stoked as.
I kept looking under these boulders and in these cracks and found this guy sitting a bit out in the open. However, he had a perfect escape route behind him, big deep hole. So when I went to grab him, he just jumped straight back into the hole. There were quite a few crayfish under this rock. Once again, like that one before, they had a pretty good escape route behind them. I thought I might at least have a chance of getting this big guy in the front, but got a hand on his feelers but didn't quite have a hold on his horns. So I gave it a really good crack, but in the end he managed to slip out of my grip and retreat back into his hole. Jono came and joined me and went down and had a look under that same rock. Now, if this isn't the definition of fish magnet, I don't know what is. You'll see here as Jono's diving down, he looks to his left and the snapper appears. Now we're both watching it and I wasn't sure at this stage whether it was a snapper, but then I see Jono start pulling his gun towards it and boom, nailed it. So that was one more eating fish to go in the bin. And yeah, both John and I just couldn't believe that luck. That was just awesome. We were just about to call it a day and I was doing my last sort of dive when I came across something a little unexpected. I found an old school dive computer. Now, I didn't even know these things existed. So if you know anything about this model or if you've used it in the past, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. That's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, guys. In the next few weeks I've got some big fishing missions planned and potentially some diving in there too, so I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys. But for now, here's the catch for the day. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers!